Hello viewers, I'm Ethan, aka The Slimed Artist, and welcome to the series that will definitely offend someone out there by spoilers or any other means, my thoughts and opinions. This is the first episode, and we will be talking about Capcom's Resident Evil series. First things first, let me tell you something about myself for you to understand why I love this game series, also in the movies, just throwing that out there. I've always been a sucker for horror movies, games, novels, and etc. I just love the feeling of being scared by something unreal. The type of horror I like are more related to supernatural or extraterrestrial beings. I like slasher flicks, but I find the unhuman horror movies and games better. Like underwater, because ocean's kind of a, I wouldn't say phobia, but yeah, I'm pretty scared of the ocean. Now back to Resident Evil. Zombies are probably one of the most cliche things ever, which is probably why I never cared for the games before. I've always heard of Resident Evil before, and I simply didn't care for the game series. I don't play it, so why should I? Now let me explain how I fell in love with Resident Evil and where I started at, or where I bumped into it, where I fell in love. It began with Markiplier. I'm sure you have heard of him before, though I'll still put his YouTube channel link down in the description, and his Twitter too. To quickly explain, I'm not a hardcore Markiplier fan. Ugh. I only really watch his playthroughs of horror games and a few times nothing to do with horror, like comedy, but that's rarely though. It started in 2017, the release of Resident Evil 7, which is also my favorite game. I had watched his playthrough of the game, except the DLC episodes. I'm saving that for myself. And I freaking enjoyed the series. Though I still haven't gotten to Resident Evil, it was simply Mark's series on it I loved. In 2018, I rewatched his series, and a few months later, I began to get myself more into the games that he would make videos about. I didn't ask Resident Evil 7 for Easter. Shut up. Don't ask about it. Don't ask why Easter. When I got the game, I began playing it, and then that's when I fell in love with the game. Even though I already knew the ending, but, whatever. And that's when I fell in love with the game. And one of the reasons is the main character is named Ethan. Yeah. I could probably talk about Resident Evil 7 for a long time, but let's not make a long video. After all, we're kind of talking about the series in a whole. And the reason I'm doing Resident Evil instead of the original script, which was going to be about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is also going to be now the second episode, or third, I forgot. It was because of the release of Resident Evil 8 coming out, May 7th? May 7th. Resident Evil 8 Village, that's what it's called. Anyways, after loving Resident Evil 7, I soon got into the Resident Evil 2 remake in the next year. When I played it, I think that's when I had the urge to play more Resident Evil games. At the point of 2020, I had played Resident Evil 7 multiple times, and the remake even more, because the Resident Evil 2 remake I freaking loved. I soon then rented Resident Evil 3 remake from Gamefly, which you shouldn't do it. Gamefly takes like a week or two to get to with their game. And yeah, it's pretty cheap to pay per week, but I totally don't recommend you do it. It takes forever. I beat the game within 3 days, which I had to before paying more money to keep it longer, so we sent it back earlier, which means I had to beat the game. But still, unlike Resident Evil 2, I didn't spoil myself at all when it came to Resident Evil 3. With 2, I've seen JT Strawn so much, and the trailer that it spoiled it for me. But Resident Evil 3, I totally was evaded anything about the game, which I'm glad about because geez, I enjoyed it. Not as much as Resident Evil 2 remake or 7, but it was still fun. Later that year, last December, there was a Capcom deal for Xbox Store, and I bought Resident Evil 0, 1, Resident Evil 1 remake, Resident Evil 3 remake, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, and 6. I had a complete collection, not including the spin-offs or what the original games were remade from, so I don't have the originals. I don't have much else to say about the matter. I would else say that I like the movies, the ones with Melina Jovovich, Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully any future episodes to the series. I also have a Twitter and a Twitch down in the description, but I probably won't put the Twitch there. I don't live stream anymore, or currently. Make sure to check me out on those social medias, or Twitter anyways. And Markiplier's YouTube channel, which will also be down there. Well, I hope you guys will have a good day, and make sure to check back with me later on future videos. Be ready for Resident Evil 8 Village on May 7th! Yes, let's go! I also started Resident Evil 7 Madhouse Difficulty Series. Episode 2 should be coming out at least in a day or two, depending on you know, I mean, you don't know, but whatever, you know, you got it. Yeah. Also for those Lady Dimitrescu hardcore fans, you need to calm that down. You just need to calm that whole rave about her down. Now, for me saying that, most of you are like, Ethan must die. I would also like to say, if I get any skinnier, I sure as hell will dress up as Ethan Winters for Halloween or Comic-Con or something. Because I think I will look good. I mean, my hair is brown instead of a little dark blonde, but that's okay. Anyways, bye.